Hey, coaches, this is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. How you guys doing today? Today, we're going to talk about how do you become a youth football coach and some of the top tips for new coaches, prospective coaches on wanting to coach youth tackle football and how to become a coach. And I'll give you some examples on how I became a coach and what you can do. So let's jump right into this. How do you become a youth football coach? There's a couple of questions. Where do you start? How do you do it? What league do I need to get in? What age group? Tackle or flag? And so those are some questions and to get into. But a couple of things real quick that you can do is before you would contact a league. A lot of leagues ask for certifications anyway, so you might want to get certified. USA Football, Nays, there's some others. Get you a certification, maybe a first aid certification will help. Great thing to do that I did before I got into really coaching heavily. My sons, as I started coaching t-ball and basketball and other youth sports, which helped lead into coaching, getting a head coaching job, uh, finally at the tackle level. You want to kind of find and research through like Google search, Bing search, Safari search, use search engines, social media to try to find local youth leagues, both flag and tackle, that are respected and are good in the area. That's a big deal. And then you want to apply to those leagues, fill out an application or talk to the commissioners or the league vice president over there about how to become either an assistant or a head coach. Now, like I said, many leagues require some certification. I know USA Football is a big one. National Athletic Youth Council, I think NAYS is another one, and there's a few others. But check with your leagues, or you can just be proactive and take the initiative and get these. I know a lot of leagues will require some kind of first aid course. I know when I was coaching in Denver, they gave us the first aid course along with the certification from high school, kind of their own little certification. So that kind of worked out there. And many youth football coaches will also start coaching in other sports, and I think doing that at younger ages before the tackle ages is great, especially 4, 5, and 6. Maybe take a t-ball team, learn how to properly do team management, and work with the parents, work with the league, understand how to coach youth kids, because coaching a youth football tackle team is pretty tough. I definitely think you should try to coach flag prior to a tackle team. That'll just help you understand the whole football terminology and how to get kids lined up in football. And it also help coaching these other youth sports. It also kind of helps you find out who the better players are. I know a lot of rec leagues will kind of let you put maybe some kids on your first team or maybe not, but I know select teams you're going to want to, know who the best talent is for your team. So that will kind of help the process if you've coached other youth sports teams and then become or try to become a head coach at the youth league. I know a lot of tackle leagues will look for that other coaching experience before turning over a full-blown tackle team to a kind of an unknown new rookie coach. So it's good that you can do that. So I know a lot of guys are like, okay, that's all good, Coach Parker, but how do you really find these leagues? I get asked all the time. I'm having trouble finding a league. So I've become a Google search power user, really learning how to use Google search. I highly recommend that. But there's an article over at my blog that talks about more in detail about this. But if you'll put in the phrase youth tackle league and then your town, usually a bunch of leagues that are around your town will come up. And that's what I would type into Google search, youth football league, and then the name of your town and state, and something should pop up. I know our big leagues pop up quite quickly on that. So that'll give you an idea. And from there, you can start searching which leagues are a good fit for you and your child. If you're coaching with the child, be it flag, be it tackle, you can use that for other sports too, that kind of search phrase. but that will really help you do that. And then hit their social media pages. You really want a youth league that's got a lot of social media going on, because they are going to be more better managed, usually, if they've got that going. So look for those type of leagues, and then you can look at what kind of requirements they're going to require you to be a coach, if you need to fill out an application and so forth. If you're still having trouble to find a league, you might want to check out, like I said, do the search engines, hit the social media, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, etc. Go to your elementary school, junior high schools, talk to coaches and teachers about what other, if they know of leagues in the area. If you know other guys, I got on a football team because my dad's work associate had a team and got me hooked up that way. So talk to other people that may be coaching that can get you hooked up, friends and family. They may have older siblings, cousins, or whatever that playing in these leagues. Ask around about that. Ask churches. Churches have sports leagues a lot of time. You might want to look into that. Your local recreation community center may actually be the coordinator or partner with this other youth league, so check into that. There's always YMCA, I-9, USA Football, Pop Warner, AYFL, NFL Flag, all those larger national. You can hit their websites and then look for local, and go through the process that way. Local sports stores usually sponsor these local leagues, like Dick's, I know, an academy around here will sponsor local leagues, so they'll know of these leagues to help you out. So there's quite a few other ways other than Google search to kind of help you find these leagues within your area, and just do it. If you want to coach, just sitting around waiting for this information to flow to you doesn't work. You actually have to be proactive and go get it, because a lot of times these positions are highly sought after. I know here in North Texas they are. So there's just not a lot of openings. So, you've got to go find this and be proactive and do it. And so, set yourself up to succeed to do this. Now, how do you become a head football coach? That's a whole nother level. A lot of these leagues are very particular on who they want to choose and let in to be a head football coach, even at the flag level, unless there's a shortage of applicants, which there's not a lot of time here in Texas. So you want to set yourself up to be ready to do that. One way how to fast track yourself into becoming a head coach, and a lot of leagues will require this, is to become an assistant coach within the league, and then they will give you a team. And so a lot of times these leagues will make you do that, or you just have to do that because there's no head coaching spots available. You need to become an assistant coach. So those are some ways to do that. I actually recommend, uh, if you want to become a head coach, to try to assistant coach on a few teams, in other sports or in tackle, so you get an idea of what kind of coaching philosophies you like. That's going to help you in your application to become a head coach, and you'll know what exactly you want to do as a head coach. It'll also help you learn leagues. I mean, you can assistant coach in various leagues and determine this is the league I want to work in, because choosing your league, is very important, because you'll take 4 months out of your life, and if the league is not run well, that can be a long process to get through 4 months and you're not happy with how the league is run. I've been unlucky, just a few leagues, but mostly lucky. So, but I've done my research, about the sports leagues I want to get in, and that's really critical, is to make sure you do your research on what league you want to go in and to spend and give all this volunteer time for, because most of the time you're not compensated. So you want to make sure it's a well-run, well-respected youth league, that you're going to volunteer for, so they get better kids, better players, the teams will be better, it'll be run and managed well, for uniforms and fields and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of stuff there for that. So that's kind of my quick, less than 10-minute synopsis on how to become a youth football tackle coach. If you want more information, I'll put some links in the descriptions here on how to become, a new, football coach from being a new one perspective to rookie to get through. All that's over at coachparker.org and my YouTube channels and social media. Got a ton of resources for you to look at. So take a look at that there. Again, this is Coach Parker with coachparker.org and youthfootballcoachingtips.com. Glad you could join me today. Remember to play for fun, and winning is funner. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Over and out.